Hi there, everyone! I just want to say before the video begins, for some strange reason, I have to put a stupid disclaimer right here for games that don't even have any relationship with any user creator. Screw you, by the way. Because there are so many people on Twitter who still think this game is bad! We do not condone the acts of J.K. Rowling. Okay, I'm gonna have a heart attack now!
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, a game developed by Avalanche Software where you take the role of generic student number 6 or 7. Fight through hordes of enemies and discover lost secrets of magic, all while attending class. Don't forget your essays due today. Hi, I'm Lunar, and today, I'm looking for a challenge. That's why I'm going to beat Hogwarts Legacy without using ancient magic. But first, let's go over the rules. Number 1, I cannot use ancient magic at all. These powerful spells can be used to one-shot any enemies and are a little too powerful for a student to use. Number 2, all other forms of spells are allowed, those being control, damage, force, transfiguration, curses, and utility. Number 3, armor and traits are also allowed, allowing me to get a slight advantage on the tougher enemies. And lastly, subscribe. If you want to subscribe from me, how about this cute animal? That's enough for now. Let's get to the challenge. We begin this game in the back alleys of London, where I meet up with my teacher and a random person we met on Craigslist. Hey, did you remember to feed the dragon? I wake several hours later with a mild concussion out in the middle of the ocean, and just head on through. We arrive at a bank and decide to rob the owner of the vault, gaining access to more magic and a rare artifact worth about $100,000. When this goblin shows up named Ranrock, he claims that this is his fault and we robbed him. Boo-hoo, cry me a win. Oh crap, he knows magic. Quick, Fig! To the wall! Now wanted, we hit to Hogwarts so I can attend my classes.
Lunar, Shadows!
Present!
Please, for the love of God of War, do not use the place at McDonald's. Okay, let's see who's next. Muff Munch _69!
I get sorted into the housing for DeWalt users, even though I'm more of a Milwaukee guy, and get taken to my dorms, ready for my journey to start. I attend some classes, bully my classmates, and drink like I was left alone in the desert for 20 years. But before we could get this Minecraft YouTuber date started, the FBI showed up to bring me in. So we started fighting, and they had the upper hand on me, with me only dealing 1 damage. But thankfully, I did manage to take them down, with a quick blast of ancient magic. That's it then. Run failed, vid over, everyone gets to go home? Nope. This is a required use of ancient magic, meaning I have no control over it, and thus it is allowed. Anyways, time to drink like I don't have class in the morning. Huzzah! My head. I meet up with Fig, and we discover a map leading us to the restricted section of the library. You know, kind of like the back room of a video store that your dad would always go in and leave you out front.
The gods will cease your existence.
But he gets called away, and tells me not to go in there alone. So I do what any rational person would do. Get an accomplice. Together we sneak into the restricted section, he gets caught by a ghost, which was probably for the better, and I get a special book. But it's missing a few pages, so we're at a loss of what to do next. I decide to continue my classes, learning how to grow weeds and brew acid. Like zoink, Scoob. I'm tripping balls. Before heading out and getting stopped by some FBI agents. We have a little fight, but I manage to scare them off and head back to school. See, as long as I'm on campus, they can't get to me. I managed to find a ghost who tells me he knows who has the missing pages, but to get my answers, I must attend a party. Since it's rude to show unannounced, I grab some ramen meat to make my presence bearable, and head over to the cemetery, meeting with a man named Jackdaw, who apparently had the missing pages when he died. He leads me over to a cave when some FBI agents show up and start attacking me. Am I in danger? Luckily, I managed to take them all out and head deep into the spider-infested cave. I saw some puzzles, squish some spiders, die, and find a headless corpse with the pages I need. Thank you, Mr. Jackdaw. Now, if you'll be so kind, I will be on my way. Oh, crap. crap. These little statues aren't too bad though. In reality, it's the Big Daddy statues that like to spread me open. After taking them down with a sliver of health left, I find my way into a new room ready to watch a movie. Man, this movie sucks. I also gain access to talents here. The first one I get being Swift in an attempt to dodge better. Yeah, spoiler alert! Swift doesn't matter since the enemies will just teleport to you anyways. So, I don't use it. I should probably go get that book from Fig, right? Nah. Let's go back to class and learn how to fly. I also gain access to the room of requirements, which I only mentioned because I used the room as my potion lab. Slimy!
Yeah?
We need to cook!
You know, this is great and all, but why are we cooking meth?
Until I finally remembered that I need to grab that book from Fig. I take him back down to the theater, and together we watch a movie, where the TV tells me about a super rare and expensive artifact that I can get, as long as I complete some trials. Say less. I rush over to a nearby tower, ready to complete the first trial. But this place is crawling with FBI agents. Turns out they got a tip that I might be out here, and set up a sting operation. That Fig and I destroyed without a second thought. We reach the tower, and the TV sends Fig home, as I enter the chamber and begin my trial. This first trial is just to fight a few small enemies. There is one big boss, though. This massive suit of armor is... well, I guess it's supposed to be a problem, but really, once you get a feel for its moves, it's not that bad. And really, I managed to take it down, only getting hit a few times. Gaining access to another rare artifact for me to steal. I mean, collect for a museum.
Don't deny it, Lunar. You want to become a phantom thief too.
But first, I gotta attend class. Learning how to care for animals and bullying more students. Seriously, people, do you not realize that I have animated skulls on my cloak? Why are you still messing with me? Before heading back to Hogsmeade for another round of butterbeer. Huzzah! I overhear some people talking about an ancient relic used by a goblin during a war. That must be super expensive. So I decided to go rob the grave and collect said artifact. Turns out the FBI took the relic to keep it safe from me, so I do what any rational person would do. Rob the FBI. Unfortunately, I also ended up getting robbed. Is this what I've been doing to people? Meh, worth it. After that, I head over and meet up with Sebastian to meet his sister.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure!
Sorry, is this a bad time? After watching the abuse unfold, we head over to a burnt down estate and look around for clues. Why? I don't know, we're bored. I want to do something. We did find a few journal entries that belong to a woman named Isadora, or I don't know, how do they pronounce her name in this game? And they talk about a large repository made of goblin metal filled with ancient magic. That sounds expensive. I attend another class, this time learning about stars.
I really think you got my title confused with my name.
Then I meet with Natty out in the middle of nowhere and discover a plan she has to help me with the FBI. We need to get an incriminating letter that one of the members has, so we sneak into their base of operations and discover that they've actually been poaching animals. I feel the need to point out, FBI agents watching this, this is all for jokes. So we free the beast and fly off to safety, becoming one of the FBI's most wanted, and finally getting the TV to tell me where to go for the next trial. I meet up with Fig at Rookwood Castle, swarming with FBI agents. Oh look, Rainrock's here too. He's yelling at them about how they still haven't managed to locate me, then dips, allowing me to get into the castle without being caught. Wow, Ranrock, if only you had stayed around a little bit longer, maybe then you would have had your money back. This trial is pretty much the exact same as the first one, the only difference being some enemies only spawn in the mirror realm. Oh, and I beat this big guy taking no hits. I'm not kidding. My hit combo is 567.
Nice.
Allowing me to claim another expensive relic and turn on the next TV, where this person tells me once again about an artifact that is worth twice what I have already collected. Dibs! After a while, I meet up with Lodgok? Why does everyone have weird names in this game?
I don't know, man, please finish up the video. We're already halfway through the game and people might think we're transphobes just by uploading this video. Which, by the way, I would remind everyone, trans rights or I riot. I'm non-binary, so you can't attack Lunar. That fairy's got the technicality trans pass.
This time, I bring a friend, so I don't get robbed. A Lodgok. You owe me some money. We head into the mines and find some plans from the FBI. Looks like they're planning a raid on campus. Chat, I think they found me. I meet up with Sebastian again, and together we raid the FBI headquarters first. Buying me some more time, and getting a priceless piece of art.
Yeah.
I get called back into the back rooms, and the TV tells me about an expensive book hidden in the headmaster's room. So I do what any rational person would do. Break into the room.
Wait, but that's actually rational.
But once I find the book, I get sucked in. Thankfully, throughout this entire mission, the headmistress talks me through it, telling me exactly what I have to do. Things only become a problem when I come across this troll. Why is it a problem? Well, you see, the troll is the enemy I need to take out here. But there are still these little mini sketty boy enemies that have infinite spawns until I take out the troll. Oh, and of course, the way that the controls are set up, dodge doesn't want to work half the time. See, you cast basic cast by pressing the right trigger, but you also use the right trigger to pull up your spell slots, leading to half the time you cast the spell in the circle slot rather than dodging. Oh, these buggy controls. I almost broke my controller playing this. I did discover a way to cheese it though by pushing the troll off the ledge, thanks to Stupefy and, you know, basic cast. Only to find out that I had to fight a few more trolls. And, these ones are higher level than me. Before I finally reach the end and collect another rare artifact. I return to the TVs and find the final one is on, and it tells me about an endangered animal. But it would be wrong for me to sell that, right? After dying in literally the dumbest way during a mission. I decide to just ask Lodgok for advice since he's also a thief. Lodgok, what are you doing with the FBI? Turns out, he's an undercover FBI agent. Rather than fight me one-on-one, he emotes on me, then dips. How could you? You robbed me! If Lodgok was an undercover FBI agent, surely he'd have no problem with me capturing the endangered animal. I return to the TVs again, and they tell me to use the artifacts I've collected to make a special wand. So is now a bad time to mention that I sold them all. Alright, plan B. Take out cash. Now, this fight is really in 3 parts with 2 waves of normal enemies, and the final wave with cash. But you see how he has a white shield? Well, we know red is destroyed by damaging attacks, yellow is control, and purple is force. What the hell is white? What spells are white? Oh no, it's ancient magic. Worst part is, I can't even blame it on the endgame because the final fight doesn't even use the shield! And while, yes, you can destroy it with a perfect Protego if you have the proper trait, I died while trying to do so. And, it occurred to me, I don't have the proper trait. And I also realized that I would have to go through all 3 phases again because there are no checkpoints throughout this entire fight.
Couldn't you have used a guide to make sure that you've gotten the correct trait to not use this magic? This could have been avoided if you just used your brain, you know.
So, I ended up having to use an ancient magic blast. Meaning that, yes, this challenge is technically failed. Wow, I lost to this transphobic dish. Damn. But I still did finish the game, so let's continue for fun. I return to Hogwarts and feel the ground shaking. Oh no.
FBI, open up!
We try to sneak out through the sewers, but we find a ton of FBI agents. There's no way out of this, Fig. Wait! I have just the thing. With the teachers acting as a distraction, Fig and I manage to get below the school and to my vault. I go to grab all my money when Ranrock shows up and destroys the vault. He then becomes a giant dragon for some reason. I guess since it's a wizard game, you can't really end it without a giant dragon fight. So we start fighting, which was kind of easy, honestly. I mean, yeah, I died a bit, but really, let's not act surprised. As we watch the final cutscenes where I contain the evil magic, and Fig dies for some reason. Seriously, this man was lifting an entire school 5 seconds ago. We answer that, well, no, I actually can't beat Hogwarts Legacy without ancient magic. While it's possible, if you know what you're doing, I didn't. Since I had to use ancient magic to beat Cash. If you want to support us and gain some awesome perks, then make sure you check out my Ko-fi, link in the description below. And while you're down there, why not check out my other social links? Make sure you leave a like and let me know in the comments below what other games you'd like to see me do a challenge run on. This is Lunar Shadows, signing out. Where is this slime? His letter said to meet him here. Oh, God. Where am I?
Howdy!
Whoop.
Welcome to the underground! You're gonna love it here!
Oh, what the fuck? Next time on Can I Beat?
Skedaddle, skeduro! Your dick is now